All right, so about 5 months ago, OnePlus dropped their Buds Pro True Wireless earbuds. I wasn't able to get a pair back then, but recently, two things happened that really sparked my interest. For one, the price dropped, so instead of $150, I was able to pick up a pair for only $130. And then even more important than that is the fact that they added multi-point connection. So recently I did a video on the Technics AZ40, which I was able to pick up for around 140 bucks. And in that video, I was under the impression that those were the lowest priced earbuds that I had come across to feature multi-point connection. Well, fast forward just a couple days until now, and picking these up for only 130, I believe that these are now the lowest priced earbuds that I've come across with multi-point connection. So I've been checking these out for the past couple days, and aside from the multi-point connection, I actually really like these. I wish I would have picked them up a lot sooner. So starting off with the charging case, you have a very compact design. You've got that smooth glossy finish, very similar to the case of the AirPods Pro. And it's just really easy to grip, really easy to handle. It's also very slim, so you're not gonna have any issues getting it into your pocket. You've got some branding on the top as well as an LED indicator on the front of the case, which is gonna help you gauge your battery life. And then over on the back is where you have your Type-C charging port. On the inside, you do have a pairing or a reset button. And also the case does support wireless charging, so it has you covered there as well. The build quality is excellent. It feels very sturdy, very well built. And the case, it works. I mean, it's compact, it's simple, and it's straightforward. As far as the earbuds, very similar to the AirPods Pro, you have that short of short stem design. But what really makes these stand out are those chrome accents. I really like how the white and the chrome looks together. It's a very different look, and there aren't really many other earbuds that look exactly like this. Also, the earbuds do feature in-ear detection. So anytime you remove one of the earbuds from your ear, your music is automatically going to pause. And then once you place it back into your ear, your music will automatically resume. So instead of button controls or touch sensitive controls, these are using squeeze controls. So just like the AirPods Pro, you're actually going to use the stem to control your music. And these are giving you all of your controls except for volume. So the earbuds are running Bluetooth 5.2, and as far as audio codecs, they support SBC, AAC, as well as LHDC, which is a high resolution audio codec. But from what I understand, unless you're on a OnePlus device, you're more than likely not going to have access to that codec. As I mentioned, these do offer multi-point connection, so you can be connected to two devices at the same time. And the experience is pretty seamless, so it only takes about 2 to 3 seconds to switch between devices. The earbuds also support independent use, which means you can use either the left or the right earbud while the other remains inside of the case. As far as battery life, these are claiming 7 hours with active noise cancellation turned off and around 5 hours with active noise cancellation turned on. So with the charging case, that translates to a total of 28 hours with active noise cancellation turned on and 38 hours with active noise cancellation turned off. The case does support what OnePlus calls warp charge. So basically, if the case is dead and you plug it in for 10 minutes, that's going to give you 10 hours of listening time. So if you're the type of person that continuously forgets to charge your case, that's going to be a very useful feature for you. These are also coming with an IP55 dust and water resistant rating, which is going to give you plenty of protection from sweat, water, as well as dirt, but it's not a pair that you want to completely submerge in water. Along with that, the charging case itself also has an IPX4 rating, which means that it can withstand slight splashes of water. In most cases, you're not going to get any level of IP rating when it comes to the charging case. So it is nice, to know that if you happen to get the case slightly wet, that it will hold up just fine. So when it comes to the fit, it's very similar to the AirPods Pro. As long as you have the right size ear tips, you shouldn't have any issues with these staying in place. And that goes for small ears as well as larger ears. So you should be perfectly fine wearing these to the gym. These are also very comfortable. The ear tips have more of that oval shape, which does help relieve some of the pressure. So if you typically wear your earbuds for hours on end, I think you'll be just fine with these. As far as the controls, if you've ever used a pair of the AirPods Pro, then you should be familiar with how they work. So if you want to play or pause, if you want to track forward or track backward, all you have to do is squeeze on the front of the stem. Now, when it comes to sound quality, that's definitely one of the features that surprised me because these have that type of sound that I typically go for, which is that very dynamic V-shaped type of sound. So these are giving you some nice strong bass, but it does so without drowning everything else out. So you still have plenty of clarity, plenty of detail. The treble is balanced nicely, so vocals and everything come through extremely clean without being overly bright or overly sharp. Now, you do get app support with these, but within the app, you don't have access to any sort of EQ customization. But for me, I mean, that's not really an issue because these are tuned pretty much how I would tune them myself. The active noise cancellation is another feature that surprised me. For the price, especially at $130, I don't think you're gonna find a pair of earbuds that's gonna give you better active noise cancellation. So whether you're using these at work, at school, while you're commuting, these are gonna help you block out a lot of your ambient sounds. The transparency mode also works very well. There is a slight level of that white noise that you tend to get, but it's certainly not overly distracting. So it's definitely gonna be useful for the times that you need to be more aware, like if you're having a conversation or if you need to hear an announcement. So for those of us that are not using a OnePlus device, they do have an app that you can download on both iOS as well as Android devices, and it's called Hey Melody. So within the app, it gives you some helpful information, including your battery life. You're also able to activate your noise cancellation as well as the transparency mode. And I know that I mentioned that you don't have EQ controls, but it does have the option for you to go through a hearing test so that the earbuds can optimize the sound based on your ears. You also have Zen mode, which allows you to listen to different types of white noise through the earbuds if you're looking to relax or just zone out. You're also able to activate multipoint as well as go through a fit test to make sure you have the proper size ear tips and that you're getting the correct seal. So when it comes to microphone quality, I think these do an excellent job at picking up my voice, but let's go ahead and do a microphone test so that you guys can be the judge. All right, so this is a microphone test of the OnePlus Buds Pro. Right now we have quiet conditions, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Now let's see how they sound once we add some background noise. All right, so now we got some crowd noise being played on a speaker. So this should give you an idea as to how you would sound if you're taking calls in a more noisy environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. So overall, these definitely surprised me. I mean, I like what they're bringing to the table, and the fact that they've now added multi-point connection makes them that much more competitive. So that's my video on the OnePlus Buds Pro. If you're interested in grabbing a pair, make sure you check out the affiliate links down in the description to make sure you get the most up-to-date price. Also, if you found this video to be helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up as well as subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on social media to stay up to date on all the reviews that I'll have coming up. And aside from that, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.